Denny McLain, who made history with those 31 victories in 1968, speaks from the Westchester County Jail in Valhalla, New York, and shares some of his memories of Tiger Stadium.
Well, you gave Mickey Mantle a wonderful moment, and when that thing was happening, when you threw the home run pitch to him, I didn't know it. Here's the big star sports writer in the press box watching this thing, and I didn't know what was going on. Why don't you recapture it for me?
Well, as you may recall, Mantle was coming up for one of his last times in the major leagues, and we had a 6-1 lead in the top of the ninth. There were 2 outs, and I called Jimmy Price was the catcher. I called Price out to the mound. And I just told him, I said, listen, you and I will never get into the Hall of Fame together. I said, so why don't we do something to get ourselves in one way or the other? He said, what the hell are you talking about? I said, well, let's see if Mantle can hit a ball out. I said, he needs one more to join some kind of an all-time Yankee list or something. I said, let's do that. And he says, you got to be kidding, it's cheating. I said, oh, for God's sakes, he can't hit a 6-run homer. Come on, Price. So Price said, what do you want me to do? I said, well, when Mickey gets up, I said, when he comes to the box, you just tell him, be ready. He says, be ready? I said, yeah, be ready. So he went behind the plate. Mantle stepped into the box on the left side, of course. And Price says to him, hey, Mick, be ready. And Mantle looked down at him, and I saw Mantle's face. I mean, I didn't know if it was glee or if he was scared all of a sudden. And I threw the first pitch in about 60 miles an hour. In fact, the pitch had to be on an arc. And Mantle took it for strike 1. Mantle looked out at me. He turned to Price, as Price recalled, and said, hey, listen, he's going to do it again. Mantle says, you sure he's going to do it again? He said, I'm sure as hell he's going to do it again. So I threw the next pitch, and Mantle took it again, strike 2. Now I'm worried. Now I know Mickey was no brain surgeon, but this was kind of silly to take 2 of these in a row. So then Price came out one more time and says, what do you want me to? I said, Jim, just tell him to be ready. Would you please just tell him to be ready? So Price went back behind home plate, told him to be ready again. The umpire, of course, as I recall, it was Ed Runge, but I may not have my best recollection there. And so the umpire knew what was going on. Everybody knew what was going on. And then we threw the next pitch. Mantle fouled it off into the base of the stand. And then Mantle put his hand out over the plate and said, hey, throw the damn thing right here, right out over the middle of the plate about belt high. And, of course, I gave up 30, 40 home runs every year. One more didn't make any difference to me, and I was always able to find that sweet spot. So I threw the next one. He hit the ball in the right field seats. And as you may recall, he come around the third base with his hand up. He took his hat off and acknowledged it. And then, of course, the people brought him out back in the field. That was a terrific moment. Not to only be a part of it, but to see Mickey Mantle was my idol when I was growing up as a child. And to be able to participate in a moment like that, it meant a great deal to me.